What's going on, everybody? It's David Piatek, and today we're going to be talking about leveraging your GI benefits for school and how that actually helps you using your VA home loan. And what I'm primarily talking about is that opportunities within education can lead to higher paying jobs. It could lead to getting into a new field or a new industry, right? And if there's no limit on what age you could take it, we've talked to veterans that are, straight out of the military in their early 20s, using their GI benefits, all the way up into their 70s, getting their degrees for the first time. It doesn't make a difference. And the cool part is that you can use it for different certifications. There's a lot of things that are trending now, like in AI. And I just, ironically, I do a lot of research on that. So I found some opportunities to go to schools, even by me, that have like whole programs dedicated to that, that can at least help me understand it, even if I'm not going to be applying it, let's say, and I'm going to be working for someone and trying to leverage that certification. On the flip side, if you work for yourself, it's also a great opportunity to be able to sharpen your skills, expand your skills. So I'm going to show you guys is going to be the GI Bill comparison tool. Now, what kind of sparked this was kind of my own journey in life. I joined the military in my mid 20s, and that gave me the opportunity to use the GI Bill. To go to school, right, and actually have it paid for after I did my initial contract. So it's been a blessing to myself and my family. I go back to it to get different certifications, and that doesn't necessarily, I use it for employment, right? To say, hey, look, I have this, I want to make more. I use it to educate myself, right? And that's a great beauty of that. Now, one caveat when it comes to the VA loan, if you guys been watching the channel, you guys know that I am a loan officer and can help you utilize that amazing VA home loan. But if you go to full-time school, you can get like a monthly stipend for housing. Now, that stipend for BAH isn't used to qualify for a VA home loan. So keep that in the back of your mind. But if you are married and your spouse is gainfully employed, if you got VA disability, you can use all that income to qualify for the VA home loan. So there's definitely some benefits to that. So let me flip over and show you guys this tool. And I'm also going to link it in the description down below so you guys can go to this and check it out. One thing the VA has talked a lot about, let me switch that off for a sec, is that there's been a lot of veterans that scammed out of their benefits. So don't let that happen. Make sure that you do your own research and figure out what's the best option for you. Is it going back to school? Do you need to have like a name brand school? Because again, every place is a little bit different. Wherever you're trying to work, whatever industry you're trying to get into, does it make more sense to get it paid for a license? Or does it make sense more for a certification? All that's going to be based on you as an individual. I would definitely talk to a couple people about that, right? Counselors, maybe not at that, like other counselors that can help walk you through like what financial options you want to go through, maybe even someone at your work. So let me go back to sharing the screen. So this is going to be the website, the GI comparison tool. And funny enough, they do actually do presentations once in a while, which you can join live from the VA. So here it's going to have a list of schools and employers that can help also with on-the-job training, which is pretty cool, and apprentices. There's licensing, certifications, and prep courses, and also national exams. So an example of this would be like, we could probably click on one of these to see, take a look at licenses and kind of see what comes up with that. So it's going to give you some categories. Let's just look at licenses and let's just submit and see what it comes back with. So here it's going to have like, oh, you have insurance, accident, insurance. So if you want to sell insurance, they have a lot of these. And they have 181 pages of different things that you can get a license for, like mathematics, Wisconsin, tons of stuff with that. Okay, so let's take a look at certifications and update this portion. So here, database certification professional. They got a ton of different pieces to it. And again, here they got 290 pages of different certifications that you can get. Let's take a look at these pre-courses and kind of see what those options look like. So this is going to be basically prep courses to take a license, which again, they also will have some options to pay for them. Now, you do have to make sure that you contact the VA after you look at all this stuff to make sure that, like, yes, whatever you're trying to do, you can make that happen. And then you can also look through the different schools that are available for you to be able to apply it. So if you take a look at, I think this list is pretty vast. Let me take a look at what it's asking. Let's say search by location, so it might be somewhere by you, but let's just look at the DC area within 25 miles. Just going to pull up all the different schools that you can utilize your benefits in. 211 places. Okay, that's just in one zip code. And some schools offer online training, which can be another added benefit. Some of them are going to be hybrid, like the one I was just literally just looked at, but I was looking at earlier today, where it's a hybrid. You do some online, some in person, some are just in person. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. Even Harvard has an online school as well. So I have a buddy of mine that took some certifications from there in order to build up his resume to be able to get the job that he wanted. So again, these things do exist, and a lot of times I think people forget about that. Because I definitely do, even being in the veteran space, but I primarily, talk about VA home loans, and then I do collaborations with other people because we want to get as much information out to the veteran community as possible. And is this something that basically puts money in your pocket overnight? In theory, right? If you're getting the additional BH money, then yeah, that can happen. But this is a long-term play, right? You're investing in yourself. The time you're putting in today is going to lead to hopefully a better future. But you also have to prepare for that, right? So it's like budgeting in a way, right? It just doesn't, you don't have amazing credit just be out of the blue. You plan for that by budgeting. So when it comes to your school benefits, the end goal is to get more income, however that is, right? You're self-employed. You get a promotion at a job, you're switching industries, you're switching what you do. That lead up, like budgeting, is hey, what do I need to do in order to become successful? And by the way, credit will be an important factor, especially if you're going for, actually, a lot of employers, like even us, require background checks and credit checks. And if you have bad credit, you can't get hired, which is another big thing. And in general, life is a lot more expensive when you don't have good credit. So I can't harp enough on that. If you're going down this journey, make sure that both things are aligning for you. You're using the tools, you're doing the research yourself to ensure that you're leveraging all the VA benefits that exist for you. Catch you guys on the next video. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. Talk to you soon.